So now it might be a good time to take a look at another report. So let's take a look at the property report assumptions, because that might help you take a look or understand what's going on before you take a look at the numbers if somebody hands you an Argus report. So again, we want to go back to reports. So I hit reports here. I get rid of the inputs. And under property reports, again, we've got that already selected, property reports. I'm going to go take a look at the assumptions sub-tab right here. And you can start to see, based upon the years and all these different variables, what exactly Argus is modeling. And again, this is very helpful. You can scroll down here. This is very helpful. If you're like, I think my numbers don't look right, or I'm not getting the answer I want, well, where do I have it wrong? You can take a look at this. The last one is maybe let's go back to, again, property type, property reports, and go back to the cash flow. And we can see how that's changed. Okay, so take a look here. Before we looked at it, there were no rental income. Now we've got rental income. And look here, we have a negative income because we have free rent and vacancy happening. Again, the vacancy is, so basically what we assumed is that Esser Price's lease was for the first 3 years, and then upon expiration, go to the office profile, and the office profile said, well, we're going to take a blended rate. We don't know, we do not know what Esser Price is going to do at the end of year 3. So we need to take a blended rate based upon that 75% renewal rate, and we're going to apply that so we know sometime that this property is going to have some time that's vacant, and there's going to be some free rent. So we see that in year 4. Again, 1, 2, 3 is the year, and then we see year 4 we've got some free rent, and we don't see anything else because basically we've told Argus that once that 3-year lease is finished, then no matter whether Esser Price renews or not, that next tenant will have a 5-year lease. So we don't have any sort of free rent or vacancy except for that 1 year in year 4 when that lease expires. Let's see here. We have recoveries. So we have expense recoveries. So this is basically Esser Price paying their pro rata portion of some of the expenses that are recoverable. Here's our outdoor signage again. We see our expenses, which haven't really changed. We do now see some leasing commissions, right? Because we're assuming TIs and LCs right at the beginning when Esser Price comes in, at the end of the expiration when we may or may not have to renew their lease. And our CapEx shouldn't have changed. And we can see here cash flow before debt service and cash flow available to distribution. So it looks like in years 1 and years 3 we're actually negative. And again, that's probably largely driven because the TIs and LCs are so expensive. But years 2 and 3 and 5, 6, 7, we have positive income.